All right. Here we are live on YouTube. It's a cold, rainy day here in Southern California. So my little work area is a little chilly today, but wanted to jump out and say hello, good morning, happy Wednesday. It is March 10th, 2015. That puts us 5 days away from launching the Challenge Connection Challenge, right? So Challenge Connection Challenge, what I'm calling Challenge Con, is bringing in 10 challengers, and that challenge is going to teach them how to make a 5-day challenge of their own. I'm giving you all the files, giving you everything you need to get that thing launched. And, when it's all done, you'll get access to the platform to make your own custom challenge, over the next 30 days. Basically, the way I figured it out was people that sign up for the challenge, which starts on March 15th, will basically get 2 billing cycles, right? So 2 months of access to the platform. And since our challenge is 10 days, I factored in a couple of days for people to kind of, touch up a couple of things and launch their challenge. I figured, you know what, if they're going to build their own custom challenge, let's give them a little bit more than a month, right? And so it gives you a chance to really jump out there and really try to embrace this online challenge phenomenon. Look at people, there's Pedro Deo, there's Tony Robbins, Russell Brunson, my friend Andrew Eggleton. I just go through the list of all these people that are doing, Facebook oriented challenges, right? So you see Facebook challenge. The challenge that I did with Russell Brunson most recently wasn't really a Facebook challenge. I mean, Facebook was incorporated, but pardon me, he had his own platform. And it was pretty cool to watch how that took place and how that shaped up. Grant Cardone, it's doing challenges like crazy, right? 10X. Yeah, it's 10X stuff is good. I forgot the book down there. The Grant Cardone 10X stuff is great. And, as I kind of do a case study and watch these folks try to run their challenges in Facebook, I see the interaction and I see the groups coming in. But what I really see is kind of a petering out, right? So like when the challenge launches, boom, people are in there. And then, day 2, day 3, day 4, people begin to wane off, and you can lose track of people in there because it's just kind of a first in, first out file. And you just lose track of folks. People stop participating and fade away, right? If you have a more organized platform and you're able to keep all the activities in line with each other, and then keep the responses to those activities within that activity, you're able to say, okay, I got 10 people in this challenge. I've only got 5 responses. 5 people didn't respond, right? Which is a whole lot easier than trying to go through, your Facebook feed and try and figure out on which day, on which activity, which, stuff. So keeping it more organized, I thought was definitely the way to go. And I'm stoked to see how this shapes up, again, starting March 15th. So if you are not already in the Challenge Connection Challenge Con Challenge, you need to get in there, right? It's limited to 10 folks. I still got open spaces, and I'd love to have you. Outside of that, you'll notice I'm doing got the bone conducted headphones on this morning. I wanted some inspirational music. I wanted something to kick me in the butt. I was feeling kind of just not really into it today. And I saw Andrew Eggleton had a playlist on Spotify. And so I said, all right, well, let's see what Andrew's listening to. And Andrew is listening to a group called Gohira. I think Gohira, Gojira. And I wouldn't have suspected that, my Pyramids and Crystals friend, Andrew Eggleton, is listening to heavy metal. But it's been good. So I put on the headphones and just kind of am getting with it today, right? Working through emails and doing my morning routine. And, I talked about this a couple of weeks ago, right? I said, even when you're feeling uninspired, even on days when you're feeling like, man, I just don't have it in me, action. Take the action. And sometimes action brings inspiration, and inspiration brings better action, right? So you got to keep going, got to keep forging forward. I come across a lot of obstacles, and people will sometimes, you say, why do you think you get all these obstacles? Sometimes I think I suffer these obstacles as an example for others to see what to do when they face obstacles. So folks, if there's nothing else that I'm doing in this message today, it's just showing you that having a process, having somewhat of a routine, being focused on forward movement and success, and being able to communicate with people are huge, huge tools. And then of course it's up to you and the other puzzle pieces of life that figure out what those tools become. So folks, I hope you have a great day. I hope you feel somewhat inspired. Jump out there, do something amazing, right? If you aren't feeling it today, if you're like me and you're just kind of like, nah, right? Take some kind of action, pick up a book that you intended to start that you never started. Do something, get in here, make something work.